What's going on? I'm gonna give y'all a few minutes to get on in here. I'd like to welcome you back to the family bloodline podcast, as it were. I hope y'all have had a wonderful day so far, at least something decent. It's the weekend for most, but not
Yes,
for all.
yes.
Uh
It's a holiday weekend for most too.
yeah, holiday weekend for most. We're gonna get into that in a second. Celebrating a few things. Juan, how's your week been so far?
My week has been wonderful. I can't really complain. Just work, the normal working and getting Oh, it's been a little stressful because I was getting my girls ready for camp, and they left today.
Ooh,
Yeah, they'll be gone for 2 weeks. But you know how it is
ooh.
getting getting preteens. Okay, and you tell them to do stuff, and because they've been out of school, so while I'm at work, I'm like, hey, get the items that you need for camp together, and getting I can't find, I
Of
need
course,
this,
of course.
and so of course there's always that whole thing. So we finally got everything together. They were packed up and shipped them off this morning.
Y'all
So
sent them out today?
yes, they are gone for
Thank
2 weeks. They won't be back until July 1st.
God, hallelujah. Won't he
So
do it?
won't he do it?
He will do it
Won't he
for you.
will?
Every single trip.
Won't he will?
What camp did they go to?
They went to Camp Sherwood. Hold on one second.
I'm trying to think. Camp Sherwood sounds familiar. I think we went to Camp Sherwood when we were kids. I I mm, I think we went to Camp Sherwood when we was kids. So I think we went twice because the first time I went, I think I was in fourth or fifth grade, and all of us had
Uh
gone.
huh.
And the second time I went was for sixth grade camp. So because
Mhm.
we went for a few days in sixth grade. So if that's the same one, like whoa, kudos to them for maintaining the course all of these years. Dang, Camp Sherwood. I'm gonna have to send Kia a text real quick and ask her if that was the same daggone one. Cause
It's like it's in southern Missouri, so
yeah, okay. Mr.
yeah.
McGraw,
I
what's
mean, I
happening,
guess you
bro?
can call it. Hey,
Welcome in,
what's up,
welcome in.
everybody? Welcome
Ralph,
in.
what's up, cuzzo? Good to see you dropping through.
Trying to
Uh
get all set up here.
I'm trying to think. I wish Candy was still here because she remembered right off the top of her head. But at
Yeah.
Parkway, I think that's the camp that they send everybody to.
It might be, but I'm not exactly sure because Tim used to work there, so we started sending the kids because he's like, oh, it's so cool, this, that, and the third. So
Oh, okay. I appreciate the stop by. Come and hang out, man. Don't run off. We got a lot of good things
yeah,
we're talking
stay
about
for a
tonight, man.
while.
Yeah. Go get the wife and the family. Y'all hang out. Uh and come and chat with us. Come talk to us. Come chat with us. Ralph, what's been up with you, cousin? I haven't heard from you in a minute, man. In a little minute. Hope you've been doing all right and everybody doing well in the rock. Hey, you said it. We gonna get there. We gonna get there. We gonna see if anybody else can meet us there when we get there too, because we know who we was shouting out during that time. What you mean you moved to Missouri? What part of Missouri you moved to, Ralph?
Moved to Missouri. What part of Missouri?
Missouri. basketball, basketball. Hey, we gonna get there, sir. We gonna get there.
What up, sir?
Ready for NFL? We'll see.
Me
I,
too. I am
I'm.
so ready for the NFL.
Are y'all?
I am. I love me
Wow.
some football.
Hmm. I know where Raytown is. I know exactly where Raytown is. So that was your move, huh? All right.
Well, alrighty then. Didn't know you were in Missouri, but that's what's up.
Yeah, you 3 hours away from the crib, from St. Louis. How far is that away from Little Rock? Taylor is a beast, yeah.
What
Hey
up,
Al,
Sissy?
welcome back. We're glad you in on this.
Yes, we are. Why did this go off?
So I've been up to a lot. I've been working since the 31st of May with no breaks, no time and no time, no downtime, and go to work, come home, and then I actually get to my real job, 5.5 in Little Rock. Okay. I actually get back home from my real job and I'm a dad, so I'm making them dinners. I'm making them food for my babies, and they are here for it. I come home at lunch and I make everybody a little lunch,
Aw.
but they're here for the dinners for sure for sure. Like I've been pretty, I've been trying out some new recipes, and I might
Okay.
post some.
How are your kids with change like new food? Are
They're pretty
they
good.
okay? Because you know some kids they don't like the change of
Yeah,
new
no,
food.
my kids are pretty receptive to new stuff. We've always we've tried new stuff.
His
Um,
mom made the best bulgogi.
my mom made the second best bulgogi. I'm gonna say that.
Well, I
My
didn't have the other one, but
yeah, my aunt who taught her how to make the bulgogi she makes the best bulgogi ever.
yeah. So
And that's
I
even
like it, and I asked her to make me some, but I never told her when, and I never bought the ingredients, so
yeah.
that was on me.
You gotta
I like remember that stuff that you had made that one time. I don't remember much from my childhood. I do remember enough, but that that dish, I was like, oh, it was so good. It was just
not
good.
now that it's been put out there. I will be trying my hand at making some bulgogi, and I will put it on
Well,
my
you better get her recipe then when you
yeah.
before you try it. Get her recipe.
Yeah, I will. I'm gonna call my aunt and I'm gonna call my mama and get those recipes so I can
Right,
try.
because your aunt is Asian, right?
Yeah, she's Korean.
Right.
Yeah. And she used to make some dishes when we were kids that and I've been to South Korea, but her dishes like her dishes was dope. She would make she did homemade dang, I'm drawing a blank. It's the cabbage. Crap. That Jameson just hit my head. That's what happened.
Oh Lord.
And that Jameson just hit me in the head and I drew a blank.
Sir, what am I drinking? I am drinking a drink that I just made downstairs. It's strawberry vodka, some lemonade, and blue Caraco. I do believe that's how you say that word.
Kimchi.
Oh, that's the yeah,
Spicy cabbage. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's right, Chris.
yeah.
Kimchi. So she used to make that. Oh my God. Loved it. Loved it.
So,
Loved it. Loved it.
so
Yeah, Korean
I'm
food is
gonna
my
since
food.
my kids are away at camp, they don't really like to try new foods. I am going to attempt my hand at pho. A friend of mine gave me a really good recipe, so I'm gonna try that.
Let me hear that recipe.
Okay. I have to pull it up. She sent it to my messenger. But yeah. And
I,
like when she made hers, it looked so good. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make that. And I got all this beef in my freezer that like all these steaks that I can slow cook and everything.
Kimchi is wonderful, Chris. So I will tell you what type of beef are you using?
I have several types of beef. I have ribeye. I think that's what she used. Um, what else? I can't believe I just did that. Dirt is having car troubles. He will be on as soon as he can.
Yeah, he'll catch up with us.
He will catch up. Um, what else? I
So
got. I like. Yeah, I got several cuts of steak in my freezer that I could use.
the type of steak actually makes a difference. And I'm saying, so I will tell you what I use because I make pho from scratch. Actually, I put it up on my other page once before.
What up, Mike?
MC on here? I ain't seen. There he is. What's happening, MC?
Well, I'm looking on my
YouTube.
YouTube so I can see the yeah, I can see the comments a little
All right.
earlier.
I need to switch. Well, I'm not going to switch over to YouTube. I stay on
Yeah, you can stay on
HFC.
Facebook and I'll do YouTube.
Yeah. So Wanda, you got to make sure you have beef bones. You got to have the beef bone.
I think when I bought my half a cow, they gave me beef bones.
Okay.
So yeah, I do have beef bones.
All right. So you're gonna wanna boil the beef. That's the ribeye. And I also use beef ribs. I use beef bones. I use eye round and
I do think I do
ribeye.
have them around.
Yeah, ribeye and a couple other things depending on how I'm feeling, right?
Uh-huh.
So you boil it for about 30, 45 minutes, get all the gunk out of it. You drain it, rinse it off, and you set it to the side. And just let it ain't really got to cool down, but you want to set it to the side so it starts to get a little flavoring again.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm about to explain that, Chris. That's a good question. What does boiling meat do? So depending on the length of time and the cut of meat that you're boiling, what it does, brisket also, I use brisket. What it does is it begins to render the fat that's in the meat, and right on, Ralph, and it breaks it down and it makes it a lot more tender. So when you actually go to separate it or pull it apart, it falls apart. But it also yields a very specific type of taste from the fat that's rendered from out of the actual meat. So you need to get some coriander,
Mm-hmm.
star anise, uh, hoisin sauce,
Yeah.
some soy sauce.
I know that was in her recipe as well.
Yeah, some brown sugar.
I keep brown sugar on deck, you know.
Yeah,
Brown sugar for the brown sugar.
you need some brown sugar, and you need a quality fish oil, fish sauce. You need a
Mm-hmm.
quality fish sauce. You don't need that much in it, but you will need a little bit. Um, three
Is
to
food your
four,
love language, sir?
3 to 4 onions. You'll have to
Okay.
roast the onions. I recommend one split jalapeno with the seeds in just for the flavor.
Yeah.
Roasting it also. Starting these cardamom pods as well. You'll need some cardamom. And you want to put those in a pan and you want to roast them for a little bit before you actually put them in a broth. So while you're getting
Mm-hmm.
all that stuff prepared, you need garlic also, of course.
Of
You
course,
want
garlic goes in everything.
everything. And of course, you got to have some cilantro and you got to have some green onion and you got to have some
Yes.
Asian basil, right?
Uh-huh.
So you need to get your beef bones and the meat and you want to put it back in the pot after you've rinsed it off.
After I ranch it off.
Yep, after you rinse it off,
Ranch it
you
off.
get it to a boil and you start putting everything else in there, right? You put your fish oil in there, you put your hoisin sauce in there, so on
Yes.
and so forth, and you let that go. You let it go, Wanda. 8 hours. That's a traditional pho.
Oh, sir. I don't have 8 hours to spend to eat. I want to eat.
That's a traditional pho. That's traditional pho.
Ooh,
It
eight
takes
hours.
8 hours to make.
Because I don't believe hers took that long.
She got that Americanized pho.
Well, I mean, she just made it herself. So, but I was like, I said, I'm gonna try it. I'm definitely gonna make it at some point during these 2 weeks while my kids are away.
Yeah.
Because I
So
like
go.
braining, and who
Yeah.
doesn't
So
love a good noodle?
yeah. Yeah. Try make a little pot at first.
Yeah,
Try it,
food
and
is
then
a good love language. It's not. I guess it's not. I don't know, because people. I have a love hate relationship with food because I love to eat, but it don't love me.
it loves you. It
I
don't like to
will.
leave. It love you so much. It don't like
That's
to
pretty
leave. That's
much
how
what
much
it
it love
is,
me.
cause honey, well, God knew
All
what to
right.
do. He
So
knew not to make me skinny, or
right,
not
since we
skinny,
here,
but
Chris. Since we here, you got to be a little more specific. That is a vague statement to me because yep, I do smoke meat, brisket, tri-tip, uh, chicken, lamb, any and everything I can smoke. I smoke. I put some pictures up on my other page also. So what tips? What are you asking exactly? How are you with a smoker? I'm fucking phenomenal. That answers your question. I got
he's
pictures.
phenomenal.
Oh, I got one hell of a lamb recipe, man. It'll knock your socks off.
So I just found out that I like lamb.
How'd you have it?
Uh, whichever way they gave it to me when I was at Fogo de Chao, I
Oh yeah,
know
yeah.
it was really good, and it was seasoned well. And I'm
Hmm.
like, I just felt bad about eating lamb, because lamb is such a, I guess it's such a nice little animal, and it doesn't harm anyone.
Mm. I ain't never had an issue with it.
Yeah, so, but I just found out that I do like lamb. So
Okay, all right. Chris, if you want to go to Jay Glass House, my Jay Glass Facebook page, or to Jay Glass 614 on YouTube, I've got some of my dishes up on those two pages of some of the
are the
meals I've
recipes
made.
next to those dishes?
I put the ingredients, but I didn't put the full recipe and the step-by-step way of doing it just yet. Just yet. I'll go back and I'll start doing
Oh,
tutorials.
that's beef wrapped in puff pastry, and yeah, beef Wellington is amazing.
Yeah, yeah. Beef Wellington it is good. It really is good. But I
Yeah, and I want to try Chef Gordon Ramsay's beef Wellington, because they always mess it up on Hell's Kitchen.
yeah, and that's one of his signature
That's
dishes.
one of the signature dishes. It is, but they always find some way to mess it up, child.
Hmm?
But
It's just like
yeah,
steak. People mess up steak when they cook it well done.
yeah. So okay, here's the thing with that. So I was one of those people who always ate their steak well done. I was always like that until I met my husband, and we went out to dinner, and we went to a steakhouse, and he was like, "Oh, I want mine medium," or he
Medium
likes
rare.
this, he likes it medium, and I like, does it still have pink in it? He like, yeah. I'm like, so it's not done. He like, you cooking out all the flavor if you cook it well done. I'm like, that's what the A1 sauce is for, right? He like, a good steak
Oh.
does not need A1 sauce.
Hey,
So I was
Angelique.
like, hey, Fatty, thank you for joining us on YouTube. Love it. But yeah, so not rare.
Well,
Oh,
if you
medium rare. Got you.
well, he also put rare. So if you're gonna do a blue steak, it's got to be a specific type of beef. It can't just be. You can't go to the store. You can't even go to Costco and buy a steak and just eat it rare. You got to go to a specific steakhouse to do that. Now, I won't do it because I don't like it that way. I don't like rare steak.
So
Medium
rare
rare.
is just like you put it on, brown it on one side, turn it over, brown on the other side, and that's
Yeah,
rare, right?
it's seared on both sides. It's warm.
Mm.
It's not cold in the middle, but it's rare. So it's a sear on each side, and then it's served. That's not my shtick.
Yeah, and that's like another reason like why I can't eat beef tartare because that's rare. Like
Yeah.
that's raw.
Now I have had some pretty good beef tartare.
Oh no.
I have. I must admit. I must admit.
So no, but he's also mad at me that time we went to the steakhouse because I ordered chicken strips. So
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
that was a whole issue. But I don't do that anymore. But yeah, that was a whole thing. He talked about me bad, and I don't know if I was gonna get a second date after that, but I did.
Yeah. Yeah. It's got to be medium rare.
Yeah, medium. Yeah, I like it medium. Yeah.
We went out as a staff the other day, and I was totally judging my coworkers.
Oh my God,
Everybody
by how
who
they
ordered,
order their meat.
absolutely. If you order
Oh
a
my
steak and you
God.
ask for it medium well, I don't think I can trust you.
Oh
I
God.
don't think I can trust you, and something happened wrong in your life.
Oh my goodness. Don't be
Yeah,
like that.
I'm always like,
Dirk should be joining us shortly whenever he gets to his destination. So
yeah. Let me check in on Cuzzo. Let me check in on him because there's a specific topic that I'm gonna need his help with. Look, because
don't be like that. Oh yeah, he's definitely gonna have to be on for. Yeah.
yeah, there's one specific topic.
But we can also, we can open up the chat lines and have me come
Absolutely.
on and help you out with that if you would like.
Yeah, that we can do that. We can do that. So without further ado, after
Let's
21,
get
22
into it.
minutes, let's
I know we just been up here shooting
hey,
the breeze.
if you get me talking about food, I can
I
talk
know
about,
food is amazing. Food
yeah,
is
I
so good,
like
which
the
is why
last
we have this here double chin.
hey,
But that's all
look,
right.
last time I was with my woman, before I left, I made 2 tomahawk steaks, I chucked some oysters. She made some Brussels sprouts. I did some lobster, some pulled lobster, stuffed lobster. Uh, it was one.
Yeah, I'm finna get my eat on while my kids are gone because I mean they like different foods, but they don't like the stuff that I like, and then they expensive too. So
Yeah. Kids
I'm
don't
a, I'm a,
appreciate shit.
I'm gonna do it up while they gone. Then it's back to the family friendly meals when they get back.
Now, Angelique, look, you can't order a medium well steak and think you gonna keep favor with me like you had before I heard you order it. I'm just saying, people, you make it you look like, to me personally, what that looks like and what it reminds me of is people who be driving by themselves in their vehicles and they got their
hmm
mask on.
Bye. Okay, first of all, sometimes sometimes you just forget to take the darn thing off. Okay, let's just be honest.
That's it sometimes, but when no, like
Sometimes you just forget to take the thing off.
jokers
And
be
that is
moving.
okay. That is okay. And because I have been called plenty of times with my doggone mask on in the car by myself. Because I leave work and my mask is on. I probably should take it off when I leave out the door.
Yeah.
But I'm just running to my car, I'm hopping in, and my mask is on my face. And at this point, it's like skin. Because we've been wearing them so long. It's just like, it is what it is.
Look, I'm gonna
So
look at you like you gonna see me in the car, other cars just like this. I look over like,
and I don't care. Shoot, I just left work, sir.
so. Anyway, all right. Tomahawk steaks, though. I'm telling y'all, if you get a chance to make a tomahawk
That's that
steak,
steak with the big old bone, correct?
yeah,
Okay.
yes, yes. And if you want a recipe,
They be
if you want
messing
me
it
to
up
walk
on
through
on steak night on Hell's Kitchen too.
how, well, that's another story for another time. Things
Yeah,
can get
but
complicated. People
yeah,
are so focused
things can
on,
get complicated.
yeah, because people get
Yeah.
so focused on cooking by the book, or they cook without feeling, and they're not intuitive chefs essentially. So they look at what the recipe calls for, and it's just like, going instead of understanding a script and going by the letter of the law, you go by the spirit of the law, right? So
Mm-hmm.
people become so focused on what to do step by step with food that they take the actual art out of the food, and they're just mimicking somebody else. It
See
ain't got
me, I like I'll look at a recipe, but then I'll, you start cooking from the soul after you follow a recipe. Like, okay, you make it your own after that point.
right.
So yeah.
That's how I cook. Don't ask me for the measurements on nothing that I make.
Don't ask me to measure anything because I
I'm
don't freaking
I'm gonna
know.
have your ass lost. Don't
I
ask me
don't
for none of
freaking
that.
know.
So anyway, let's push forward. And I just want to remind everybody about this. Ball, smash it ball. But
Ugh.
is it gonna pop up? Let's see. There we go. I was right. I won. I did it. It was me, my squad that I projected, that I said was gonna do it.
You see how I labeled this tonight, right? Because
Basketball,
I'm
smash it
like,
ball.
whatever. Like,
Look,
ugh.
I was talking to my woman, and she gave me her conspiracy theory about them trying to extend it out to game 7. And for a second I was like, because the way the way the game started in the first quarter, it was like 2-14, and the refs was calling quick fouls on Golden State, and they wasn't calling nothing on the Celtics whatsoever. I was like, man, this could be a bad night. But
Mm,
oh no.
yeah, I just read it too. Okay. Where all our viewers going? Come on, get your friends online. Tell them to log into YouTube, Facebook, whatever they got to do to check us out tonight. Okay?
Hey, somebody go pick up Dirt. Angelique, go get your brother. Go get your brother. He needs your help.
She too far away.
Oh, okay. Alice, go get Dirt, please. You ain't watched the NBA since the era of Karl Malone.
John
Jesus,
Stockton, of
jump up.
course. MJ, Penny Hardaway. I remember Little Penny
Yeah.
in the Hard Rule days. Yeah, that's when basketball was basketball.
It was. It was. But look, this was one hell of a game. The Warriors were down first quarter, bad, and they pulled up from behind. The second quarter, they went on a 20. Was it 52-25 run, which is a huge gap, and the Celtics never really closed it less than 10 at that point.
Yeah, it was a rough night.
I mean, for the losers, yeah,
It was a rough night.
for those losers. So they did. The Pistons had their own rules at one point, but what ended up happening is
I love the spell checks and the grammar checks.
right,
I'm here for it.
right. But the Splash Brothers got hot. No, not so much Clay, but Curry got hot. Ball rotation started happening. They took the momentum of the game over, and they could not be stopped. The refs couldn't stop what was going down, and they
If you
tried.
guys haven't noticed, I was rooting for the other guys, but it's all
Uh-huh.
right. There's always next year. I'm
Maybe.
just sick of it. Like
What? What?
every year, though, like that don't seem a little odd.
What do you mean?
Golden State has won what consecutively for how many years now?
They didn't win last year.
They didn't win last year. Are you sure?
Oh, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure they got knocked out. They got knocked out. Give me a second. It was not Golden State. It was. That's not what I'm looking for. Jeez, it's giving me the wrong information. Or I put in the wrong information. What
Well,
happened?
it's fine. But anywho, congrats to the Golden State Warriors on your win. Whoopee.
They say the Lakers, but that don't feel right. That's the finals. I think the Lakers won last year. It'll come to me. I
I'm
can't.
guessing that's on a video game. Why? You said 2K, so I'm guessing it's like PlayStation or Xbox or something, right?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. He's talking about the Xbox, but I
Okay.
didn't watch it last year for real because my squad wasn't in it. So
Mhm.
which was Golden State, so I was like, whatever, man. I
Yeah.
can't do nothing with this foolishness. Somebody cheated.
Oh my god.
Golden State should be in it
Because
earlier.
they wasn't in it. Somebody cheated. Gotcha.
Yeah, yeah. That's the
Gotcha.
only
Gotcha.
logical reason why Golden State.
Hmm.
If you ask me, so congratulations, Golden State.
Congratulations.
Hey, but before we move on, let me tell you some crazy stuff about these Cali folks.
Uh
It's
huh.
this
Let's
dude.
hear it.
It's this dude that has a very similar resemblance to Clay Thompson. And what he did is he would dress up in like a a Warriors uniform,
Mhm.
headband and all, and he got entrance into the stadium on multiple times. So they ended up banning this guy from the stadium for life.
Oh my god.
Or I mean, he was down on the floor. He was talking. They banned that guy for life.
Oh my god. I
So
love it. Hey, the fact that I couldn't even tell, that means you're not doing
yeah,
your job.
yeah, he got to the
So,
stadium. So they banned him from the professional stadiums, and then they also banned him from the D League. So
mm,
he's never getting back. He's
that's
never getting back.
crazy. That's crazy.
All right, fellas, I'm gonna need y'all to help me out with this one. Speaking of crazy,
What's going
uh,
on here? Ah,
yes, we pushing it forward just a little bit. It's Father's Day. All
yes.
right, so
Oh,
happy Father's Day to all of my fathers out there. Um,
happy Father's Day, fellas, to all of
absolutely,
you.
it's coming, and y'all deserve it. Y'all deserve
Absolutely.
it. So, y'all doing anything for Father's Day, Wanda, or is it a surprise?
Um, no, we're not really doing anything that's a surprise. My dad wanted some new suits, so we all kind of chipped in to get him some new suits and a new hat. Um, because your uncle likes to dress in his
Mm-hmm.
suits and hats and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we did that. My husband wanted a gun safe, so he'll be getting that. Because he's such an awesome father to our three girls. Um, but other than that, I think I was gonna cook, and that was gonna be about it.
I see.
Yes.
I see. So, I'm gonna ask you something.
Uh huh.
If uh if you received the same things for Mother's Day that you're giving him for Father's Day, how would you feel?
I feel amazing. I got an air fryer for Mother's Day, and what else did we do? I think that was. It wasn't. It was like it was super chill because I just wanted to be left alone. I just wanted relaxation
I can
and
dig
chill
that.
time.
Yeah,
And that's what I got. And I got a new air fryer. So
okay,
I was super happy about that.
I can dig that.
because because his daughters broke my first air fryer.
Oh,
So he replaced it. So yeah.
okay.
I mean, I wouldn't be upset. I mean, I think he wants to go to the gun range too, and I think we're gonna end up doing that also.
Well,
So yeah.
that's fine.
I'm gonna do whatever he wants to do. I asked him like, "What you want to do? It's about you today." And I
Okay.
also make cute little posts on Facebook, which he never does. So I
You
feel
make
like,
you make cute posts on Facebook.
yes. And he never does it. So I feel like I'm winning.
So what is it about putting stuff on Facebook that people, well, not just Facebook, but social media in general, that people just absolutely have to have?
It's not that I have to have it because I know plenty of people who post stuff on Facebook and make everything seem like it's all beautiful peaches, roses, rainbows, and butterflies. And I know for a fact that it's not. So it's not even about that. It's just, I mean, I just think for me, it's the effort of doing it. Like, oh, well, I've collected all of these pictures over the year of you and the kids, and I want to show everybody how amazing you are. So that's why I do it. And I just feel like,
Okay.
it is what it is.
Okay. Well, this is, and so you know what, touche, because that actually sounds like that's not a bad deal. That's not a bad look. But this is what I'm gonna say to people about Father's Day. And I'm not complaining ish, or am I? We'll see in a
Well, let's
second.
hear it. Let's hear what you got to say first, and then we'll see if it's a complaint or not.
Deal. We don't want no more damn ties. Don't buy no more goddamn ties. Don't buy no socks. Don't buy
I'm gonna let you finish, but go ahead.
all right, don't buy no damn shaving kits. Don't buy one bottle of bourbon. Sex is not a gift at all if you're married or if you're in a relationship. That's not a thing. That's just something you do during a relationship. It's not special just on one freaking night. Unless it's Valentine's Day, then you know it's supposed to be extra freaky. But uh
I will
cooking
not
is,
confirm nor deny this statement.
hey, I'm just saying, just cooking. Like, we don't want this shit, that basic boy shit. We talking about fathers. We're fathers, we're dads. Celebrate us the same way we celebrate y'all. Go all out. We deserve it too. We
Yes,
can-
I agree.
yeah, that's all I'm saying. Don't get no goddamn power tools. Only reason why you getting us power tools is so we can fix shit for somebody else.
But why
Give
did I
us,
get my air fryer?
hey, when you said your air fryer, I was thinking about that too. I'm like, damn, well,
So I'm just saying, come on
that's why I
now.
was like touche. So all right, you know, you get that one, you get that one. That's fair. But give fathers something that's actually for them, if it is just a few hours by themselves, right? We're gonna come back home, but sometimes we do need some downtime just to
Yeah,
breathe,
like we
just
talked
to
about last
exhale.
week, that space. That space is important.
Right. Give us flowers. Take us to a restaurant that we wouldn't take us somewhere we wouldn't normally expect. Plan something for us. Don't make us always plan that day. It's a day that is for us, so y'all plan it for us. Uh daggone, get us something. Do something different. Do something different. There is a
And the
difference.
crazy thing is, you said go out to take them somewhere that they want to go out to eat that they haven't been, or you can always get into a restaurant on Father's Day.
Yes.
There is no lines to wait on Father's
Ever.
Day to get into a restaurant, which is
Never.
crazy. Like let's break that down a little bit.
Yep.
Let's break that down a little bit.
Right. Why are there no lines on Father's Day except for that goddamn Popeyes and KFC? And we sick of the big motherfucking piece of chicken. Give us more than just a big piece of chicken on Father's Day. We deserve more than just a big piece of chicken.
Yeah, I mean, I have some amazing fathers in my life, from my brothers to my husband to my own dad, my cousins. So
Right.
I don't feel like that love for fathers has been lost in the sauce like it is for other people.
Yeah.
But they be like, and ladies, real quick, I'm talking to y'all real quick. I don't want to hear no happy Father's Day to me. You
Right.
are not a father. I do not want to hear that this year. If I do, I will delete, block you, and that's where we gonna be for the rest of whatever. Okay? You are a mother and a mother
Get your
only. Let
bitter
these
ass
fathers
on.
have their day. I do not want to hear that. I
We
don't want to
deserve
see
it.
that anywhere. Okay?
Jesus
All right.
jumped up. We can't
Yes.
even have
Don't want
one
to hear that.
fucking day.
You
Well,
can
I'm a father too.
well,
Heifer, no, you
speaking of
ain't.
which,
Yeah.
speaking of which, Father's Day does fall on Juneteenth this year.
Because we can't get shit. We can't have shit for ourselves. All we asking for is
But
one fucking day.
no,
One.
I like okay, so yeah, it does fall on Juneteenth this year. So I'm trying to see if it's gonna be more Father's Day barbecues or Juneteenth barbecues Sunday. Okay, I want to see what's going on.
I
I
gotta
gotta
work.
see. I gotta be observant. I want to see.
You
I'm
know,
gonna be
that's
hawking my social media on Sunday.
yeah, that's a good poll. That's a good poll. If you can't celebrate your fathers, especially in our culture, if you can't celebrate the father, I'm gonna have to like look at you like through a side eye if you on some Juneteenth shit. And that's being honest. For the ones who have actually been fathers, the ones who have actually been dads, regardless of the situation with the mother, if you decide to celebrate Juneteenth instead of or before you celebrate your dad, I don't think I can trust you. I'm gonna look at you like I look at that motherfucker that wear their mask in their car by themselves.
Or whatever. So, with that being said, happy Father's Day to the fathers,
Thank you.
and especially our Black fathers, and happy Juneteenth also.
Happy Juneteenth.
So yeah,
I'll be remiss if I did not uh put
are
up
you off work for Juneteenth on Monday?
no, no, I don't get a day off until the 27th.
Um,
So this is in the event uh anyone asked what is Juneteenth. It is the oldest nationally celebrated commemoration of the ending of slavery in the United States. It was June 19th, 1865, that soldiers landed in Galveston, Texas, with the news that Civil War had ended and that the enslaved were now free. This was 2.5 years after. I want to emphasize the word after President Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation. So I just want to
thanks to all the YouTube watchers.
facts. YouTube killing it. But I just want to point out there is a little bit of misleading information in this actual verbiage. The Emancipation Proclamation was not meant for every slave in America, right? And I won't go off on a tangent about that. I just want people to be
Yeah, we
aware.
had talked about that last year around this time.
Right. Absolutely. If you
So
want
go
to
back and watch
know,
that.
yeah, if you want to know what the Emancipation Proclamation actually was, go back and read it. What's going on, Jenny? Go back and read it and understand it and stop talking out the side of your neck, because the Emancipation Proclamation was not to free all slaves in the United States of America. It was to free slaves in specific territories during the time of Civil War. However, that does not negate the fact that slaves were still being held, people were still being held in slavery several years after the Civil War had ended. And it was being done on purpose, unfortunately, and to their detriment. News didn't travel the same way it travels now. So
There
when,
was no email. There was no
right,
text message.
exactly.
There was none
So
of that.
So by the time these poor brothers and sisters found out what was going on, uh, it was a long time after the fact. So they were given their freedom
Hmm.
pretty much on the spot. Union soldiers showed up down in Galveston, Texas, and told them that they did not have to continue to work in that specific type of bondage in chattel slavery. So
Hmm.
happy Juneteenth, my
Happy
family.
Juneteenth, y'all.
Yeah, and that's for everybody because Juneteenth is the United States of America history. That's what it is. It's
Yeah.
United States of America.
So, speaking of Juneteenth, I've been seeing a lot of people upset about Juneteenth and people capitalizing on the Juneteenth
Thank you for saying that.
holiday. Um, so I want to talk about it.
Let's talk about it, cause
So people are upset because stores like Target and Walmart are selling and not Family Dollar, Dollar Tree are selling decorations
Yeah.
and T-shirts and all kind of things for the Juneteenth holiday. And they're like, oh, they're capitalizing on us and da 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 da. But let's also say that they also sell the same things and same decorations for the 4th of July. So do you want to be recognized? Do you want people to be aware of the holiday or not? Like, people are always finding something to be upset about. Let these people make their decorations. Let them, do what they have to do to so you can explain if you have to explain what you're celebrating, and like, oh, I don't feel like everybody should be off work, just certain people should be off work. You're
Yeah.
off work for the 4th of July. Come on
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. And if we took it like that last statement you just made, and that stance, like brother Frederick Douglass said decades ago, what is the 4th of July to the slave? So yeah, I'm with you on that, Wanda. But let me ask you a question: Are you saying that you're okay with corporations capitalizing off of Juneteenth, or
I feel like somebody gonna make some money somewhere, and if you so uptight about it, find a way to make some money about it. Or if that's how you feel,
that's that's fact.
have you a Juneteenth sale with your gift or whatever you do.
That's
Don't be mad at the next man. Get your coin. Don't, like, you can't get your coin watching somebody else's coin. You can't do that.
okay. All right. I'm digesting that, and I don't think I disagree with you on that point, because I was somewhat I was thinking about that a while ago, and what I wanted to say is, listen, folks, don't run out and
I mean, and then you don't have to buy the stuff from those places. There are plenty of Black-owned businesses who have things that you may want that you can support. So, I mean, don't just be like, oh, they're capitalizing on us and this, that, and the third. Find you somewhere that you can patronize,
yeah,
that you're comfortable with. You don't have to always spend your money in Walmart. We know you
right,
got to spend it in Target.
right.
So,
I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that. I don't think I'm gonna buy any damn decorations for Juneteenth. We just going. Well, first off, because I got to work, but
yeah.
second off is because I've never decorated for Juneteenth per se.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Understanding what it's been, what it was for a while, is just not something that I've decorated for, just because it's
Mm-hmm.
finally become recognized by uh
America.
yeah, the United States of America
America.
at the federal level. Doesn't mean that I got my finna switch up the game and start moving differently. I ain't going broke for none of these
Exactly.
motherfucking holidays this year. I'm gonna tell you that shit right now. Like, I don't care about no rabbit and no chicken having sex. I don't give a damn about.
Ah,
Listen,
not. Are we
hey,
referring to Easter when we say
oh, okay, yeah, that's what it is. Then I'm just saying.
I'm
Uh,
weak?
hell, even baby Jesus' birthday, ain't nobody capitalizing off of me this year. Nobody,
Nobody.
especially
Nobody, buddy.
when gas out here is $6.40 damn cents for 87.
Baby,
They
I
can
wanted to go
kiss
buy
my
me a red
entire
velvet
ass.
cake for Juneteenth, and I'm like, gas, red velvet cake.
Right,
you know,
right.
I'm like, come on now. But I definitely plan to, do something.
I- You know what? I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do what I've done in the past. I'm gonna go buy me a bottle of Jameson.
The investment that keeps on giving.
Keeps on giving. No, I will probably actually go. I'm gonna get online and I'm gonna buy a bottle of Uncle Nearest. I don't know if you know the story behind that, but
Mm-mm.
so Uncle Nearest is the actual. So
Is that like was it the person that had like the recipe for Jim Beam or something like that?
it's not just Jim Beam, but it's bourbon. It's Tennessee,
Okay.
Tennessee
Okay.
whiskey, right? I don't want to put it all out there and put names,
Okay.
but that recipe was stolen from a family, from a slave, so on and so forth.
Mhm.
And then the family ended up coming back with the recipe. There was some lawyers involved, some litigation, so on and so forth. And they came up with the brand Uncle Nearest.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm going to actually go online and I'm gonna buy for Juneteenth.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, it supports the
There you
culture
go.
still. It still supports the culture.
Right. So,
And
how
I
do
probably
you guys feel about Juneteenth and corporations capitalizing on the? I don't want to say the holiday.
yeah, because that's
How do y'all feel about it?
and not just that, but let's be honest. It's what's the difference between Juneteenth and Christmas when as far as capitalism is concerned?
I'm waiting. I'll wait.
So if they're gonna do it for your Lord and Savior, baby Jesus, why wouldn't they do it for a group of people that still hasn't essentially hit the level of equality as far as paper is concerned in the United States of
Absolutely.
America? So
Hmm.
don't be quiet now, damn it. Let's hear you what
I know
y'all got
everybody
to say.
quiet now.
Yeah,
Did we get a little deep for you guys?
right. Let me do this. I'm not gonna share the screen. I'm gonna pull the link up. I'm copying the link to the clipboard.
Hmm.
And we ain't done this in a while, but I'm going to post the link
Hi, baby girl.
in the comments on YouTube. And if you got a response about that, by all means, tap into this conversation. Let's see
Tap
what's out,
in.
because Wanda, you're actually right on this one. I'm going back and I'm thinking about some of the stuff that I thought about as far as
Hmm.
Juneteenth and then the ice cream and all this other stuff that started coming out for specifically Juneteenth. But you know what?
Hmm.
Why wouldn't they? And if we wanted something different, why didn't we do it?
Exactly. And it's not like we can't. We still can.
Right.
That,
But
like I said, I know plenty of small black businesses that are doing Juneteenth sales. They're selling their Juneteenth T-shirts, and I mean they're doing their thing, and they are capitalizing on Juneteenth, regardless of who's doing it. It's still capitalization.
yeah, that's true.
So
Regardless of who's making the money
I
from it,
think I'm gonna buy a T-shirt from one of the homeboys sometime before this weekend over, so I can have it to wear on Sunday or Monday because I'm off work. My job recognizes Juneteenth as a national holiday, and we are closed. I won't be back at work until Tuesday.
I'm so
So
jealous. I'm so tired. I am so tired. Y'all have no
yeah,
idea.
so not only do I not have children, I will be off Monday from work.
Jeez. And
So
ain't no kids
yeah,
in the house?
there are no. Well, my niece is here and my
Oh,
nephew's
yeah.
here,
Yeah.
but they mama here too, so I
Damn.
don't really have to worry about them. My responsibilities not here. So so
Okay.
I feel like, how do y'all feel? Do y'all feel like, or do you feel like when these companies are selling their Juneteenth merch or whatever it is, they should donate some money to maybe a HBCU or um a POC organization? How do y'all feel about that?
Look, I'm gonna throw this out here because there's some HBCUs that none of us should actually give our damn money to, especially when they're allowing Ukrainian students to come in and attend their courses for free.
Hmm.
So be careful with where you choose to spend your money.
Okay.
Just throwing that
All
out.
right. So what else we got to talk about?
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry because I was about to actually start going down a damn tangent. I'm telling you.
That's all right. That is
Telling you.
all right.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. What
Speaking
we got?
speaking of going down a tangent, this tomfoolery
Oh,
right here. I'm putting let me give me a second. Let me move this motherfucking banner. Let me get this banner out the way so we can look at and hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully this picture is wrong, but this is what I want my research
the Culture Council
came up to.
expert panel. Okay.
Listen,
This is the Culture Council.
That's what I came up with. That's what I came up
Oh God! All right, let's
with. And
talk about it.
not just that, but hold on. I'm finna share some of this, uh, this tomfoolery because I can't stand it. I can't stand it. This was the list, and I don't want anybody saying that I went and made this up, right? I don't want nobody saying that I made this information up and I'm pulling it out of my rump and I don't know what I'm talking about. This we gonna share with y'all Rolling Stones top 200 hip hop song list.
Oh my
I'm
God! I
sharing
am.
the full damn list. I want y'all to see.
And check the numbers.
Check the numbers. Look at some of this foolishness.
Now
Now,
I don't disagree with some of it,
yeah, with some of
maybe,
it.
but a lot of it is foolery.
What I'm not gonna do, and we'll let them do, is, and I love Missy Elliott, but Into the Wu-Tang 36 Chambers is a classic that came out in 93. Missy, So Addictive, was good, don't get me wrong.
Hey, Missy,
2001.
Missy a beast. I don't feel like we need to be talking about Missy.
Okay, well then let's go to Paid in Full. Eric B and Rakim, they got them listed at number 15. The
Okay,
disrespect. The disrespect, Rolling Stones. Shame on you and your mama.
like what the heck? Like who is making this list?
And
And
directly after Eric B and Rakim, they got Cardi B. You bastards don't know hip hop. What are y'all doing in
okay,
my genre of music?
so let's just be honest. Okay, I like Cardi B, but what's up, Cecil?
What's happening,
Um,
Cecil?
um,
Okay. All right.
I would not hip hop and I don't.
I'm a,
I
I'm
don't
a,
know. I don't know, fam.
I'm gonna go a little further down this road. We've got Outkast, Mobb Deep, Tupac, Beastie Boys, Nicki Minaj, Chief Keef, and then we got De La Soul, Snoop Dogg. Like, what are y'all doing? Like, no.
What is really going on here? Like seriously.
I hate y'all for putting this list out, Rolling Stones.
I want to know. Okay, so go back to the picture of the Culture Council.
Okay, give me 1 second. Let me get there.
Where was Homeboy at when this list was being made?
That motherfucker was probably in the bathroom crying and fighting with his inner child because he knew better.
Where was Homeboy at? Let's talk about that.
And while we talking about that, I'm finna scroll down this list a little more. I'm gonna go a little further.
It's Rolling Stone's top 200 list for hip hop. Now I feel like this is not even Rolling Stone's niche. This is not their audience. They should not have any say.
They put NWA straight
I
out
guess
of
it's
Compton.
music, I guess, but
Damn,
Cecil, go back to that picture. He was definitely
he
of
just pulled a Biden.
the African persuasion. Okay. Yes. He definitely, yes.
I'm so like gut-wrenchingly pissed off at this list. Again, EPMD that hits number
So what
50.
pissed you off the most about the list?
Well, okay, EPMD, NWA, The Roots, Salt and Pepper, Tribe Called Quest, Ice Cube. We're talking about these are down. I'm down in the 50s. I'm down in the 50s, but I'm looking at Tyler the Creator at number 46. What?
Yeah, I
I
can
keep
honestly
going.
say that I do not know one Tyler the Creator song.
I keep going. I'm looking at the Far Side, number 73. Like Public Enemy, 74. And then they got Megan Thee Stallion right up under Public Enemy. You motherfuckers are public enemies for this list.
I like Meg though. I rocks with Meg.
Hey, look, I don't have anything against Meg, but should not be anywhere close to Public Enemy. She beat out Gangstar. Like, okay.
Cecil, watch your
It's
tongue.
down at 81. What did he say? Hold up, let me get back to my comments. My bad. Meg trash, dude don't even
Watch
been
your
going in.
tongue.
Yo, Cool G Rap and DJ Polo, they put these guys, these legends, down at 107. Whoever made this list, they need to be taken outside the gates of the city and thrashed and left for dog food. That's what needs to happen to these cats. Like, how are they getting hip hop mixed up? Biz Markie all the way down at 110. I ain't even see the Fat Boys on this damn list.
Oh my gosh.
Like, they are disgusting with this, and I'm getting mad because I'm a hip hop head. I love hip hop. I grew up listening to it, even the shit that because some of my cousins thought was like off because I was into the East Coast rap a lot more.
21 Savage beat Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Beat Bone Thugs.
Interesting.
Like, this list is I don't even know who this dude is. Playboy
I
Cardi.
like-
Who the fuck? Who is that?
Playboy. I don't know who Playboy Cardi is. I don't know. Maybe because we are in a different generation, and
Look,
we don't.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And we don't see. I mean, but if we're going to talk about hip hop, I'm gonna need them to be about hip hop.
They got Killer Mike coming in at a cool 133.
Killer Mike should have been closer to the top. I really like Killer Mike.
They put homie Big Pun down at 128. Pete Rock and CL Smooth, Mecca and the Soul Brother 130. Like, these busters, hey, I have a real issue with this list. I'm not gonna be able to sleep well because of this bullshit.
That is crazy.
They put my man Common and the LP. Listen, the actual CD, the whole CD of B. Common's B is nothing less than greatness.
Mm-hmm.
He starts off with the 3 pulls from Chicago with B. I want to be as free as the spirits of those who left. I'm talking Malcolm, Coltrane, my man Yusef. But they got Lil Uzi Vert before him.
Yes.
Like, come on, man.
Oh my God. I just feel like they don't understand the culture and they are not paying correct homage to this list. This list is crazy. So yeah, I think Sir is a little behind on our live. I'm gonna need him to push his little screen up.
Listen, this is what I'm gonna say to this list. If this is what y'all think of our hip hop, for those of us across all cultures, across all spectrums that really respect hip hop, leave our shit alone.
Please.
If this is the only type of list you can compile, leave it alone.
Yeah. Thank you, sir, for catching up to the conversation.
Too through with these cats over that bull crap, man. We talked
Yeah,
about
you were really upset about this list earlier today, and I thought you may have calmed down a bit by now, but I see that you have not.
Nah, they got Goody Mob at 169. But they got a dude named Tierra, a female, whoever, Tierra Whack at 162.
Who? I don't know who that is. See, I don't even know who that is. But okay, Rolling Stone, please get some culture in your culture. What was it? Culture group. Add some culture to it. Because one of them guys look like the dude on the oatmeal box, all right?
Right. So I don't like what y'all doing, Rolling Stones.
We don't like it. We don't like it at all.
Y'all suck for that. And your mamas.
Yeah. See, exactly. Nobody knows who that is. Where's
Yeah.
X Clan on the list?
They mama. I'm gonna just say that. I hate
Ha! I'm
I don't
weak.
appreciate it. And let's go ahead and push forward because that's just
All
stressed me
right.
out of bed.
Are we on to our last subject of the
We
night?
are we are on to our last subject right before Father's Day. And I think it's a relevant topic. And I was hoping Dirt would have been able to hop on, but fellas, y'all in here. So let's get into it.
Let's talk about it, shall we?
Men cheating. Is it impossible for men to be faithful?
Mm, what a picture.
Is it impossible for men to be faithful? Go ahead,
Ooh,
Juan.
okay. So
What you
here's the
got to say
thing. So I
about
was
that?
reading, I just, be on Facebook scrolling and whatnot. And someone had basically said, ladies, stop wasting your time. It is impossible for these men to be faithful. And I was like, impossible or just not willing? And I'm like, that's interesting because I know a lot of guys, and and I know a lot of them have been at some point unfaithful, but I also, yeah. So I don't, I don't know what to think. So I got a man, so I can't really speak on it. So I want to know what the fellas think. Why is it, or do y'all feel like it is impossible for y'all to be faithful?
And so let's listen to the verbiage of this. Is it impossible for men to be faithful? So what I surmise from that is that this is also saying that it's possible for it's always
Oh,
possible.
like let me make this disclaimer real quick. This is not to say that
Black
women do
man.
not cheat. We're
Yeah.
not saying that. But we are saying that, well, I am asking, why is it why is it insinuated that y'all just can't be faithful? Like, what is it about y'all that people just think that y'all can't be faithful? So I need some clarity. Help me out. Help me understand.
Let me throw this up here. Real men stay faithful. They don't have time to look for other women because they're too busy looking for ways to love their own.
Hmm.
Right? I'll put that up for a little while longer.
All right.
Real men stay faithful. They don't have time to look for other women because they're too busy looking for other ways to love their own. And here's one for the women. And I want y'all to think about this for a second. Too many women are being loyal and faithful to unfaithful men or men who don't even claim them as more than friends. Stop settling for less.
Hmm.
So let's take all of that into consideration, right? And let's deal with a couple of different views or perspectives and perceptions of this. Is it
Mm-hmm.
impossible for men to be faithful? First off, for the woman that will ask this question, my retort to her would be a question, unfortunately, and that question would be, where are you finding the men that you've been with?
Hmm.
Have you changed your environment? Have you changed yourself? And what have you done? Not saying that this is not something that's inherent, but what have you done to cultivate, stimulate, activate, and keep your man tuned in and plugged into you?
Mm-hmm.
Has it been the situation or the case of once you get a specific side or an emotion of your man, you begin to use that against him? Because that's one of the first ways to begin to push your man away. That's an abusive, toxic repellent that men are totally and consistently tired of hearing, dealing with, and thinking that we're supposed to accept that type of attitude. If you want me
And
to
what
be,
attitude is that?
it's the attitude of, well, I want you to be vulnerable with me. You can trust me, But as soon as we're vulnerable with you and we trust you and we let our guard down because we're humans also, that
Mhm.
same moment ends up coming back at us a week later in the form of you're a coward or you're less than.
Mhm.
So, like Sir is saying, not all men cheat.
Mhm.
That's the first thing. Not all men cheat. So if people continuously find themselves, and not all women cheat either, but if people continuously find themselves in situations where the other person is cheating or they're cheating, there's something about the environments that they're staying in
Mhm.
that they need to change. Maybe they got to stop listening to this overbearing, toxic, single female that's in her ear, because maybe the man wasn't cheating. Maybe he
But do
honestly,
you feel like it's easier for men to cheat because there's, I guess, statistically more women than men, and
no,
they feel like they have options, and well, and I guess one woman can't give them everything that they need, so they need to go fill those voids.
no. I think people rush into relationships way too fast.
Mm.
That's what I think. Um,
Right, because I showed
they
read a post was like, in my 20s, I was out here trying to be Claire Huxtable when I should have been out here being Lori Harvey. But I was like, hey, that makes all
right.
the sense in the world.
And I think both men and women rush into relationships way too fast, way too young, not understanding who they are, expecting somebody to give them something that they don't have themselves, or they're not willing to feed themselves, or have, or and give out. And when they're not, when those expectations aren't met, then they feel like
Mhm.
somebody else let them down. When that's really not the case. It's just that it's a bit of a maturity level that they
Mhm.
simply haven't reached to actually be involved with another person.
I agree.
So when you're with a person, the right person, that the aim isn't, and you will all see somebody else that's attractive, right?
Mhm.
There's still attractive
I
men.
mean,
There's
just
still
because you find somebody attractive, don't mean you have to go try to pursue a relationship
absolutely.
or
So
have a sexual encounter just because you find someone attractive.
yeah. So now it begins to, I have to ask him question. What at which type, quote unquote, of cheating are we talking about? Are we talking about the emotional cheating? Are we talking about physical cheating? Are we talking about spiritually cheating?
Mhm.
Are we talking about a work wife or a work husband? So narrow it down. Stop it. I can't stand when everything just continues to, definitions begin to expand.
Yeah, like to me, cheating would be physically, emotionally, and like mentally.
Yeah,
That's cheating. If you're giving somebody all of that, you don't have that to give to me. So which means you're cheating.
right. And I can agree with that. You know, especially if all of that energy at one specific time is being placed into another individual
Mhm.
that's not, it's not supposed to be, and it's being taken away from the actual relationship, yeah, then that's cheating,
Right.
right? But everything has been so sectioned off and everybody wants to validate their own emotions, their own feelings. Well, you were telling her that you had a bad day today, so you were emotionally cheating. No bullshit. I didn't want to talk to you, and this is not my situation, but no
Uh,
bullshit. I didn't want to talk to your heckling ass because you weren't gonna fucking listen anyway. You was just gonna wait for me to walk in the house, show me a couple of bills, and ask me which one we need to pay today, so I can
mm,
pay it.
mm,
You see, and that becomes a
mm,
destructive movement. So it becomes, you know, all men cheat. No, I didn't cheat. You pushed me away. I'm simply trying to find an outlet to talk when it's time for me to
mhm,
talk, right? So it becomes a very different movement. People want to satisfy their ego. They want to validate and get validation on things that they know they really wrong for. Because misery
mhm,
loves fucking company. Let's just be honest about
mhm. Yes.
it, right? So, well, yeah, he cooks, he cleans, he goes to work, he pays the bills, but I'm not going shopping as much as I want to. He's neglecting me.
Mm.
That's abuse. So I
Yeah. So like That is so crazy to me because, like you said, like going back to the maturity thing, like being somebody who has been cheated on and has been a cheater, it definitely is a maturity thing. Because back when I was out here getting my Lori Harvey on, I was not in my right mind space to love anyone correctly. I
Yeah.
wasn't. I thought I was, but I was not. And it just takes maturity to know what's important. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, not it's not even about feelings. It's about, because feelings are so misleading. Let's just get that out
Absolutely.
there. It's not even
Absolutely.
about feelings. It's about what's important, what is completing you, what is making you a better person, what is building your family to be a better better
You.
situation.
Yeah.
And if what Johnny over here, Willie Harry over here ain't contributing to that, making or my happiness at all, it's not worth it. A few minutes of what is gonna blow up your whole life for what?
Yeah.
It just takes maturity to know that, because there was a me at one point who didn't give a damn about blowing up anything.
Yeah. That's
So I'm just saying, like, yes, men and women both cheat, and not all men and women cheat. But I just feel like it may be a bit easier for men to cheat because there's so much availability out there for them to cheat. Starting with standards of some women, they don't care if you got another chick, or they're willing to be second place just to get say they got somebody to lay next to or pay a bill here or whatever. We make it easy for them to cheat. It's not that they're cheating willingly. It's because we're letting them do so, because we're making it that easy for them to do.
it's yeah. And I'm not blaming women for this, but some women actually look for that type of situation. You'd rather have
So
somebody than have nothing at all. Unfortunately.
exactly. And y'all gotta know y'all are worth so much more than that.
Yep. And no,
Please believe me.
they don't want to admit it. All right. There's people that just don't want to admit that. And it's easy to be a victim, but it's hard to actually be the victor and change the situation.
I like that. I like that.
So I think we went a little longer than what we anticipated, because
We
but
did, but it was a good talk. Good
yeah,
talk, people.
yeah. Let's get to our favorite. Let's get to our favorite. What got
What
you
got you
effed
effed up? Oh my god.
up? That poor little guy. Things ain't work
Mm,
out for him.
gee whiz.
He's seen better days. He's seen
He's
better days.
definitely seen better days.
So what got you effed up this week, Cuzzo?
Oh, what got me effed up this week? Other than this heat,
What
I
are the
know.
temperatures been in St. Louis? What are,
Oh my gosh, we were been like very high 90s,
ooh,
touching 100 with the heat index. Hasn't been nice. Like one day, it was decent outside, and then it rained. Then all of a sudden, it turned into a steam pot, like a rice cooker
yeah.
outside. It was a whole mess, and it just ruined my whole day. I didn't appreciate it at all. I could barely breathe outside because the air was so, I don't like this word, moist, but it was
Siri
it
just
was
says wet. The air is wet.
it was very wet. It was a very wet, and I was not here for it. Everything was like, it was a mess. So the St. Louis heat and its humidity have me effed up this week.
Okay. All right. I'll tell you what got me effed up. So I had a birthday.
We got you effed up. Yes, you did.
Yeah, I had
Happy
a
birthday
birthday.
again,
Right on, Cuzzo.
Stinky.
I appreciate it. And I think these birthdays got me effed up because every birthday it gets harder and harder to just swing my feet out the bed and give a fuck. You know? I just
Oh
don't
my
be caring.
goodness.
Like I had to catch myself the other morning. Actually, on like the 15th, I swung my legs out the bed on the 15th and was like, What are they gonna do? What are they gonna? They gonna wait for me to get there.
But just think, you'll be done in a little while. We were literally just talking about this, sir.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that because we definitely gonna bring that up in a second, sir. But yeah, and yeah, the older you get, um, the less time you have, uh, the less you buy into, uh,
BS.
yeah, and the BS of the system. The less
Mm-hmm.
you buy into it, and it becomes to a point you get to, and it's almost like a chess game, but it's kind of like well, I'm gonna make this move, right? I'm gonna do this because I played this game before. I know exactly what the next move going to be. It's going to be a piece of paper, or it's just going to be people thinking, where is he at? Hopefully he is here soon.
Mm-hmm.
And then what? It ain't like you finna have Jesus come down from on high. The earth shakes, the ground splits open, and there's just nothing else there. It becomes like a so what? So what if I didn't make it on time? So what if I didn't even fucking show up? I'm tired of you bastards anyway.
Those people need you. You have to show up every time until your time is up. Okay.
Hey, I tell you what, and that's really the reason why I still do it is because I still love soldiering, and I
Mm-hmm.
still love the soldiers that I'm with and I'm working with on a daily basis, and even on the weekends, and even during this crazy cycle. But
Yeah.
sometimes I just wake up and be like, man, what the fuck are they doing?
Understood. Understood.
So I'll tell you what else got me messed up, and this is what Sir's talking about right now. Our sister Brittany. Our sister and fellow citizen, Brittany Griner's not back home yet. There's not been enough published about this in the mainstream media or in the
That's
news,
true.
period. She's an American citizen. She's been stuck in Russia for several months. Since roughly the initial invasion of
Mm-hmm.
Russia into Ukraine, we talked about this once before. There's still
And
been
they're
no
saying that she might not be back until like late July. That is unacceptable.
very much so
That is
unacceptable.
unacceptable.
So
We need to make more noise about this, like seriously,
yeah.
because this is ridiculous.
And it's finna be Juneteenth, motherfuckers.
It's about to be Juneteenth. She needs to be home. Now,
Yeah.
if this had been some uh some white male athlete, he definitely would have been home by
Would have
now.
been at the crib. Better believe it.
He would have been home by now. So let's keep that same energy, okay, America? And they talking about Biden administration is working hard to get her
Man,
home, and I'm not trying to hear that personally. This
I
young lady needs to be home,
I'm gonna have,
and that's it. That's all. Get her home.
I got to keep my Spartan reserve with that statement. The Biden administration working hard. We ain't got
This
enough
is
time left.
this is just per per statements, okay? So
Yeah,
yeah,
we ain't got
let's
enough
let's
time
let's
left.
keep this story alive, keep the story loud, and just get her home, y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, I
So,
think I smell my food.
and I got to work in the morning. So, with that being said, final thoughts, Wanda. I,
Um, I just had a dental checkup. Still no cavities because you guys. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that next week. So don't even make that face. That's
yeah,
definitely gonna be on the roster for next week. You're
make that
absolutely right,
note.
sir. Or a white female athlete definitely would have been home. Hell, doggone, if it had been Caitlyn Jenner, best of both worlds, definitely would have been home by now. But anywho, I'm gonna leave
Right,
it. I'm gonna digress. So
right.
don't forget to brush your floss every day. Everybody, it does pay off. Okay. So be nice, love someone, hug someone, and happy Father's Day to all the fathers again, especially my black fathers, because y'all definitely do not get the recognition y'all deserve. Okay. I love you, and that's it.
My final thoughts is make sure you give mercy, That way you're able to receive mercy. Give grace so you
Mm,
can receive grace. Give kindness and love so you can receive them both as well. Be good
mm.
people. At the end of the day, just be good people. It's not hard to do.
It's not.
So,
Look.
all right. With that being said, we thank y'all for watching. I really think that Facebook and TikTok, Jesus jumped up. YouTube, they don't keep our count current with the viewers that
Mm-hmm.
we have on. So it is what it is. Whatever.
All right.
Hey, in the wise words of Russell Simmons, thank y'all for coming out. God bless
Good
and
night.
good night.